Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. If you are new, my name is Lizzie. So today I bring the gist for you, so let's dive into it together.
If you take 2.5 seconds to do a Google search, you understand that this entire post in and of itself is BS and bullshit. But the fact of the matter is that folks who are reporting on this, i.e. black trash news media outlets that are reporting on this, do exactly what they do every single time trans people are involved in something. They don't take a look at the nuance. They don't take a look at who posted it. They don't take the time out to look into it and read the facts and do the things because they want to incite violence against transgender people. And let me be very clear about this. A lot of these very same news media outlets are the news media outlets that are run by homosexual men. And so I want to say this, and I want to say this, and I want to be very clear about this. To all of my gay men, to all of my butch queens, to all of my brothers that don't support this behavior, get your fam. Because this is why the girls come at y'all next when we get an opportunity to do so, because y'all doing stuff like this. This is why some of the girls don't want to be in space with nobody. Cisgender, transgender, heterosexual, gay, bisexual, and all of the things. Because it seems like when all of the stuff boils down, when it all falls down, everybody wants to use trans women as the scapegoat, and it's specifically black trans women as the scapegoat for all of your aggression and all of the things that you don't understand about yourself. And quite honestly, it's tired, it's old, it's trash, it's lame, it's bewildering. And quite honestly, when the girls say that they loathe you, I understand why. A lot of y'all looked at this article and said, here go the trans girls doing too much once again. Now they trying to do away with this dead woman's legacy, because it's a lot easier for y'all to believe that trans people want special privileges than it is for y'all to just accept the fact that we want to be treated like everybody else.
The truth is, you don't want to be treated like everybody else. You want to be treated like a woman. And at the end of the day, trans women are not women. You're trans, bottom line. And it's offensive every time I see a trans woman actually claim to be a woman. I'm a woman. Let me be a woman. Why do you have to take that from me as a trans woman? Just be trans and be okay with being trans. I want to give anybody who is homosexual or transgender their props. And let me explain why. Because a lot of the stuff that y'all do, a lot of the stuff that y'all created, women, men, whoever are out here using that stuff. And I feel like right now, a lot of the beauty trends have a lot to do with things that transgenders have created. All day long, we accept most people from the LGBT community, especially black women. But I just want y'all to allow us to be women. You know what I mean? Like, let us be women and you be trans. Why do you have to be classified as woman? You're not a woman. You are trans. And it's very hurtful. It's very hurtful for you to try to erase women all together and put you in our place.
You can disguise yourself however you want to. You can fool yourself however, as much as you want. That's your choice. But in our eyes, and everyone that's walking around, you are a man. You are a male. You are a man, you are a man, you are a man. Respectfully.
Trans women are real women, and there's more to being a woman than being born with a uterus. And that's why it's nothing for me to be able to see them as my fellow women. I don't feel erased by them in any way, shape, or form. And I look forward to advancements in science and medicine where, uterine transplants are successful for trans women, because if they want to experience that, they should be able to experience that. I actually view being trans like a birth defect. Like all other birth defects, they were born in the wrong body. And God, I feel like of all the things to have to conquer in this world, for that to be your fight, I feel for them so much.
No, sis, you got to misconstrue. We don't want to be treated like women. We want to be treated with respect. And part of respecting another individual is knowing where the problem is coming from before you try to address it. Because a lot of these weird notions, weird ideology, and backwards concepts are not coming from the black side of the trans community, if you get my drift. Black and brown trans women, We are satisfied with the prefix trans in front of our names. We're not trying to replace you, and we're not trying to be called women. We know we're trans women. But, however, it seems as though you guys have a problem when we call you cis women, even though the word cis has been in the dictionary and been a scientific term long before now. Y'all just heard us start using it and y'all think we came up with it. Well, newsflash, we didn't. A white man came up with it. Be mad at him, just like you need to be mad at these white trans women who's coming up with all this weird ass shit trying to replace y'all, because it's definitely not us. Yes, baby, it's two different factions. It's black and brown, and then there's white. And we do not hold the same values. We do not hold the same opinions. We do not look at things the same way. So when you're addressing that, make sure you're addressing it to the right group of people, baby. Thank you. And what makes it so bad about this particular topic, because I seen at the top, it says trans versus Aretha Franklin. If you would have did your research, you would have found out that that was supposed to be a joke. It was in the news. There was an article written about it, about this group that's not even in America, that's in Canada somewhere, who put that out there as a joke. It was supposed to be satire, and all of y'all lost y'all goddamn masks. But see, if you had enough respect, you would have did your research and found out that it was all a sham, baby. All a sham. So slow your roll and continue your crusade against the bad black men. Okay? Don't change outfits. Wear your old cape and continue saving the world from these black men. Baby, because this ain't it. This ain't what you want. Because we ain't said shit and we ain't got nothing to say. Continue on with y'all little fight. Thank you.
If y'all haven't watched that video in its entirety, go back and watch. Okay, what's really blowing me is when people see, particularly black people, see videos or headlines or articles about LGBT people, they're automatically sold. They do no fact checking whatsoever. They don't ask around, they don't ask questions, they just go with shit and they run the fuck with it. It's so fucking weird to me. I've been a black trans woman for years now. Years. And not once did I hear that song and think, oh my God, like, she's not talking about me. I'm a woman. Whether you believe so, whether he believes so, she believes so, y'all believe so, I'm a woman. I'm a lady first, but I'm a woman at the end of the day. I maneuver through life as a woman. I go to work as a woman. My ID, my birth certificate, my passport says woman. I'm respected as a woman. I date men and I am a fucking woman. Point blank, period. We're not going to sit here and argue about my womanhood. I'm just not going to do that with cis people. I'm just not, or any other person for that matter. For the life of me, I just don't understand. Y'all will find anything to be upset with. Y'all will find anything to blame the trans women, excuse me. Y'all will blame anything on us, and we fucking sick of it. But we know y'all ignorant as fuck, so that's just how the fuck y'all roll, and that's fine. Me personally, I don't fuck with half of y'all, so I mean, I'm cool on the bullshit. Y'all can continue to cancel me. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm still gonna be here. Reading is fucking fundamental. Go back to the original source of that fucking made up ass article and you will see that it came from a parody satire stan account. Come on, y'all. Like, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. But I'm finna go. I gotta go back to work.
Hey, my loves. So this Aretha Franklin natural woman versus trans woman and the song being removed thing. When I saw this, I didn't say anything because, as the old folks used to say, I felt like something in the milk went clean. And come to find out, the organization that the tweet came from was not even a real organization. But before then, there were so many people against all trans people trying to take over. They want too much. The alphabet community is this. But the organization was not even real. And what's sadder is that I saw so many gay men, and especially gay black men, who were saying, oh yeah, the trans community is wants too much. And that's just sad. It's sad that right now that trans women, especially trans lives, are so under attack. So can we please just listen to trans people, trans women, and try not to just jump to conclusions? Because if anybody had did a simple Google search, you would have realized the organization is satire. It's not even real.
Now Aretha Franklin's songs, Natural Women is deemed offensive to trans women. Outrage as activists demand song is removed from Spotify. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you want to be a kettle. You can be what you want to be when you want to be it. It don't bother me. But this, I mean, come on. She didn't write the song to be offensive to trans people. Like, I don't get the thing. Wait until you see some of this. Right, wait, hold up. There have been 0 meaningful studies into the gender identity of pets. Bella, Jim, Pissy Jim, come here. Pissy. What? Right, you've got a nappy on. What are you? Bella? No? Are you a girl or what? I mean, Pissy Jim and Bella have no idea. Anyway, it seems meaningless, but many children learn gender from their pets. I've got 2 kids and they haven't learned gender from their pets. So anyway, just because you bring home a gendered pet, allow your child to choose the gender of the pet. Don't assign it one at will. If my child said to me, Jimmy's got a willy, Pissy Jim's got a willy, but I want him to be a girl, I'd be like, all right, babes, whatever floats your boat, knock yourself out, I don't care. But, come on, let's not keep... The world is fucked up enough as it is. None of us know our fucking arse from our elbow. The whole world and life as it stands right now is just a fucking lorry load of shitty, cunty confusion. Like, I don't know what the fuck is... I don't know whether I'm coming or fucking going. And this is just ridiculous. Anyway, wait till you see the next one. To those who are unsure how it works... Because I'm unsure, but thank you. Every day's a school day. You do not need to bleed to have a period. You do not need to ovulate to have a period. A period is a state of mind that in actual fact is a state of being. So yes, transgender women can absolutely have periods and need free hygiene products. Now, I haven't got a scientific background, so... I'm wondering.
So by this time, we've all heard about the trans organization from Norway that's trying to get the Aretha Franklin song banned. Which means a lot of us already learned that it was a parody satire account. But it's still more to dig here, right? I love to say research over me search, and I think this is an instance to illustrate why I say that. A lot of people already have confirmation bias when it comes to transgender people, and all they need was a little bit of data to be able to prove what they already felt like. A lot of people feel like this person right here. I told y'all years ago, the Transformers was going to try and replace actual women. Y'all called me every name in the book. Let's argue. This was never about acceptance or equality. It was always about dominance and trying to replace a natural woman. Here consciously go, man. What you mean, natural woman? Are we going to deny the legacy of how Black women have been denied womanhood under the notion of being a natural woman and them being outside of what is natural? Are we going to deny how cisgender Black women like Michelle Obama and Serena Williams have their womanhood and femininity negotiated every day in the media? The word we use is misogynoir, the way that Black women are represented throughout the media. We acknowledge that European beauty standards has always been filtered in our notion of natural womanism, right? Now, typically when it comes to Black blog sites and things like that, I feel like we try to be competent in Black culture and recognize that a country that has 90% white people and 3% Hispanic people, meaning they ain't got many Black folks over there at all, don't really have much space to make culturally competent claims about Black culture. And instead of the headlines being about how some white folks in Norway was potentially feeling like Aretha Franklin's song was anti-trans, y'all made it about the entire trans people. I seen headlines like trans organizations want to ban Aretha Franklin with no context at all. Are we going to deny the way that this fabricated propaganda can create a dangerous climate for people that identify as trans? Think about it though, right? Black trans people already go through enough because they Black and trans, but imagine having to put on more energy, effort to try to explain what some trans folks in Norway is doing and what they saying and how what they doing ain't got nothing to do with you. Gotta be tired, right? And the thing that's annoying is We know when white people try to make the entire black community responsible for what a few people did that was foolish or said that was foolish, we know they trying to purposely delegitimize us collectively. Likewise, I'm arguing. When we're able to identify that it was a few transgender activists that allegedly made a claim in Norway and we made it about the entire trans community, we then tried to make a few foolish claims and acts by people in the community, make the collective be responsible for that. That's how power and dominance works when it comes to create a narrative, you feel me? All I need is a little bit of perspective a day to be able to double down on my confirmation bias, and I'm gonna say I told y'all so. These folks is trying to deny womanhood to actual women so they can be women. Come on now. Point of this video. When white trans people make claims about transness, you don't have to project that onto black trans people, because I promise you, I've talked to them all the time, they live different lives.
So guys, thank you so much for watching to the end. If you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to leave your comment down below and stay blessed.